is a place that I've been going for many years. I started going to Chicago as a child because that's where my grandmother lived. And when that time came to go to Chicago, I be on my head because I'm going to grandma's house. Nothing is like grandmother's house. So we would pack our bags and we would go to Chicago. And my grandmother lived at 8910 South Lowe. And I know when I get there in front of McDonald's, I know I'm almost at grandmama's house. So when we get to the bus station, grandma would be there waiting on me at the bus station to take me back to her house. And I would go there and I would spend time with my grandfather. But the most thing that I enjoyed while I was there in Chicago is when my grandmother took me down to the Sears Tower where she worked. She worked on the 11th floor there in the Sears Tower. And once I would get on the elevator and go up to the top, and I'll be like, Granny, 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 can I look down? And once I get to the window and I'll look down to the ground and I would say, Lord have mercy, what if I fall out that window? And Granny would always say, get away from that window, girl. And I'll be like, Granny, I'm just trying to see the cars that's going by. But I was just actually trying to see how far was I from the ground. And in Chicago is where I met my best friend 16 years ago. And she's my best friend. She's my everything. We're just like sisters. And also, while I visited Chicago, I had a cousin, which was my best friend also, which I lost about 5 years ago to cancer. And I have other family there in Chicago that I love very much. And I also, the other thing that I like most about Chicago, always, as I got older, I would take my freezer bag. And the best thing about that, I know it's time to get Italian beef in Chicago. Or I would go to the grocery store and get those Chicago pizzas. And by the time I come back home, I have 2 freezer bags full of Italian beef and Chicago pizzas.